All right, so I think we'll get started. We'll just start with the intro here, and then if some more people sign in on the way, that's okay. So hi everyone, and welcome to the Kidney Foundation of Canada Atlantic Branch Information Session. My name is Megan Dowling, and I am the new Atlantic Branch Program Coordinator. I am so happy that you guys are all here tonight with us to join for this information session. I really hope you find this helpful. I started with the Kidney Foundation of Canada just last month, so November 2020. I'm very new, but I am excited to be part of the team and begin to get to know each and one of you better. Let's try to change my slide here. There. So before we get started, I'm just going to go over a few items so you know how to participate in today's event. By default, all participants enter the webinar with audio muted, and this just helps us to lower any background noises and to keep our webinar flowing smoothly. Today's webinar, it is being recorded, so you will receive a follow-up email within about 48 to 72 hours after, with a link for on-demand viewing. Since we are all muted, you will have the opportunity to submit text questions by typing them into the question and answer pane found at the bottom of the screen. And so please avoid using the chat box to submit your questions. It just helps us to monitor them more efficiently when they're all submitted in the question and answering pane. You may send in your questions at any point during the webinar. And in order to protect your privacy, just avoid putting any identifying information in there. So don't include your name or anything, but feel free to add any questions at any time, and I will take a look at the questions at the end of the webinar. We'll have lots of time for questions. And as we go through the webinar, you'll notice lots of different links on slides. So I did include these links so that you can easily navigate to the topics on the website. And I will be sending a copy of the PowerPoint slides to you after the webinar with the recorded link. So then you'll have all of those links to refer to later. Okay, so let's get started. Whether you are new to Kidney Foundation of Canada or have been with us for a while, I really hope that you will enjoy today's information session and find some of it helpful. We're going to start with a brief overview of the Kidney Foundation of Canada, what our vision is and what our mission is, and then we're going to start to really dive into what we can actually do to support you. We'll talk about the many different kidney health resources we have available to you, what they include, and where you can find them. We will explain what our short-term financial assistance program is and how you can access it if you are in need. We'll then spend some time talking about our peer support program, so you'll learn a little bit about what it is, the different supports that you can receive, and how you can get involved. And then finally, we will announce some of our exciting upcoming events. And we'll save a few minutes at the end to answer any questions you might have. So again, feel free to type your questions in the question and answer box throughout the presentation. I'll do my very best to answer your questions. And if I'm unsure, I will make sure to note the question, and then I'll get back to you after the webinar. All right, so let's get into what the Kidney Foundation of Canada is. Over the past 5 decades, the Kidney Foundation of Canada has been guided by the fundamental principles of innovation, leadership, and collaboration. The Kidney Foundation of Canada is committed to achieving excellent kidney health, optimal quality of life, and a cure for kidney disease. We are a national volunteer organization committed to eliminating the burden of kidney disease through funding and stimulating innovative research for better treatments and a cure, providing education and support to prevent kidney disease in those at risk and empower those with kidney disease to optimize their health status, advocating for improved access to high quality of care, and increasing public awareness and commitment to advancing kidney health and organ donation. So that's a little bit about what we are and what we do. Now we're going to go into some of our kidney health resources that we have available to you. We provide lots of different education materials to people living with kidney disease, hospital dialysis units, and of course the general public. All of these resources can be found on our website, and I just included the link there for you at the bottom of the slide. And of course, these PowerPoint slides are going to be sent to you at the end of the webinar, so you'll have all of these links. So some of these resources that we do have are available in hard copy, which we can mail to you. So all materials are provided free of charge to any Canadian living with kidney disease. If you would like a hard copy of any of the materials, just let us know and we will work to ship them off to you. Now we're going into our education brochures. So this is the first health resource that I'll talk about. We have tons of different brochures available to you guys on many different topics. As you can see on this slide, some of the topics include, of course, chronic kidney disease, diabetes and kidney disease, a tool to assess if you're at risk, living organ donation, kidney failure treatment options, sexuality and chronic kidney disease, and of course, you can find many, many more types of brochures on kidney health on our website. And again, the link is at the bottom of this slide. And these brochures are also available in hard copy upon request. So now we'll move on to our handbooks. We have two handbooks available. One is focused on living with reduced kidney function, and the other one on living with kidney failure. The purpose of the Living with Reduced Kidney Function handbook is to give you information about your kidneys and how they work, the stages of chronic kidney disease, and steps that can help you to protect your kidney function and maintain a healthy lifestyle. The Living with Kidney Failure handbook, it can help you and your family to understand treatment options. So these are things like dialysis, transplant, and non-dialysis supportive care, and the importance of advanced care planning. It will also give you advice for dealing with practical matters such as things like work, money, and insurance, as well as tips for living with kidney failure. And the information and suggestions in each of these handbooks are general. So you should, of course, always seek the advice of your healthcare professional for assessments and a treatment plan to meet your individual needs. But these handbooks are really great tools to kind of get a greater understanding of what you're going through. Now, we know that diet plays such a significant role in the management of chronic kidney disease. Of course, following a diet for chronic kidney disease is very complex, and it greatly differs from person to person based on a number of factors. To help the transition to this diet be a little less stressful, we provided you with the Kidney Community Kitchen. Now, I am very passionate about the Kidney Community Kitchen. I think it's a really helpful and interactive tool. It's free and easy to use, and it is an online tool that aims to make food and cooking as easy and fun as possible for a population that has many times before been told that a lot of different foods are off limits. So it can take some of that stress off of you. It has lots of different features. Some of the features include dietitian approved and kidney friendly recipes, drag and drop ready to go weekly meal plans created by dietitians, You can submit your own recipes to be added and to be reviewed by dietitians. And it even has an Ask a Dietitian feature on there. So you can ask any of the questions that you may have about your nutritional health and the renal diet. And it does have a section with tips, frequently asked questions, and other nutritional information all about the kidney diet. Now, these are just a few features of the Kidney Community Kitchen. So definitely be sure to check out the link on the slide and to explore this site a little bit more. It can be very helpful. So other resources, again, we have so many resources on our website. There wouldn't be enough time to go through all of them. So if you browse it, you will find many more. You'll find things such as tips for taxes for people who are on dialysis or have received a kidney transplant, as well as tips for accessing personal insurance when living with kidney disease as well. Another really great feature that you'll find on our website is our national webinars. So you'll find an ongoing series of education webinars that cover a broad array of kidney health topics. You can see on the slide here, anything from advocacy from the patient's perspective, kidney and women's health, COVID-19 topics related to that, which is very timely. And our latest one was children, families, and genetic kidney diseases. So the recordings of all past webinars from our national team is available for you to view just days after they've taken place. So this is a great way to get some more information, and the link is there just on the bottom of the slide. So our short-term financial assistance program. The Kidney Foundation of Canada provides last resort short-term financial assistance on a limited basis in situations where no other source of funding is available. The short-term financial assistance program may cover things such as medications, accommodations to and from renal medical appointments, and grocery expenses for a renal diet. And to access these funds, you need to contact your renal social worker, and they will be the ones who will submit the application for you. Our Kidney Connect peer support program. So we offer this program, which we're really excited to expand here in Atlantic Canada. We're going to be working to gain a larger group of volunteers so that we can provide some more local support to those in need in the kidney community. So that's one thing that we're very excited for here in the Atlantic branch. The peer support program, it is based on the philosophy that people living with kidney disease know best the challenges, strategies, and resources related to living with their chronic illness. Our feeling really is that, anyone living with kidney disease who wants to speak with someone just like them should have that choice. And so we can achieve this through our peer support program. So what is peer support? It is open to patients, family, and care partners affected by kidney disease. It's a program that gives you the opportunity to talk with others in similar life experiences about what to expect when learning to live with kidney disease. You get paired with trained volunteers who have firsthand experience coping with kidney disease. It is a health professional free zone, so it's a very safe and comfortable zone to really talk about whatever is affecting you. As I mentioned before, it involves patients, families, and care partners of those affected by kidney disease. We do offer the peer support program in many different forms. So we offer it one-on-one. We have some virtual peer support groups. And we also have Kidney Connect online, where you have You can connect with anybody online in this program. And we'll talk a little bit about each type of peer support in more detail in the next slides. But each form of our peer support offers real conversations about what it feels like to receive care. You'll have honest discussions about the experience of living with chronic kidney disease, emotionally, intellectually, and physically. And you'll really be able to get the sense that the other person really gets it. So now we'll go into each form of peer support and just briefly talk about it. So our one-on-one peer support. This is a type where you can speak to a peer support volunteer on the phone through a toll-free number. You can access this service through our online. Of course, I did include on this slide at the bottom. You can also call the number which is on the screen. And of course, you can always contact me as well, and I can always get you some answers or connect you with the person that would be best able to help you. When we receive a request for phone support, we match you as closely as possible to the volunteer that matches you the most. So we look at things like age, gender, family and work situation, stage of their kidney journey, and cultural or language preferences. We have learned in the past that often the best match is with someone as close to your situation as we can possibly find. I did say this before, but we are currently looking to expand our peer support volunteers, so our program and our volunteers. So if you are interested in becoming a volunteer, definitely let me know. Send me an email. My email will be on the last slide of this presentation. And we will have a slide a little bit later on with some more information about volunteers. So our virtual peer support groups. These groups meet virtually using Microsoft Teams to give people the option of joining by phone or by video conference. So you could do either. It is a free and easy to use tool that is safe. All groups are monitored by trained volunteers and/or Kidney Foundation staff who have gone through the appropriate training. And this program is new to Atlantic Canada, so we're very excited about it. And I am pleased to announce that our very first virtual peer support group is scheduled to happen in the new year. So after the holidays, we're going to have it on Tuesday, January 12th from 7 to 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So just about the same time as this webinar today. If you are interested in this, or if you'd like to receive more information about this leading closer to the date, send me an email and I would be happy to provide you with that information. Our Kidney Connect Online. This is an online support that is available to you at your fingertips. It is at kidneyconnect.ca. So just again, the link on this slide. Here you register to create a profile, you join discussion forums, and interact with others. There are trained volunteers and staff who are patients too, there to keep the conversations safe, respectful, and appropriate. If you don't wish to participate in discussion, you can simply read and see what others are experiencing. This, like all the other forms of peer support that we talked about earlier, is a health professional free zone. All right, so I mentioned a lot about peer support volunteers. I'm very excited for that part. If you are interested, please, again, always let us know. We are always in need of peer support volunteers. Volunteers, of course, can be patients, family members, and care partners affected by kidney disease. Volunteers are interviewed to ensure a good fit and then trained over the course of 1 to 2 or 3 days just depending on the types of support they wish to offer. All volunteers providing support do receive a one-day foundations course, and group and virtual support require just a little bit of additional training that volunteers may elect to receive as well if they choose so. We recruit and train patients, families, and care partners to not just know their journey with kidney disease, but to be able to speak about it productively and safely with others. We really encourage them to draw on their experiences, good or bad, to find ways to connect with people in need. To provide peer support safely and respectfully, we think it is really important that volunteers be in a safe place themselves. And we know that there is no substitute for actual life experience when it comes to having empathy for others. Again, if you are interested in becoming a peer support volunteer, reach out to me and I can give you the information on that. What's next? So I'll briefly review some of our upcoming events. We do have a nutrition session on Thursday, so just next week, Thursday, December 17th, and that will be from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So it's a great time to tune in over your lunch break. Feel free to bring your lunch and you can munch on that as you watch the webinar. We called it Jingle Bells, the Kitchen Smells Delicious, Keeping It Renal During the Holidays. Join us for this 60-minute nutrition webinar, and you'll learn some general tips and tricks to keep you and your kidneys jolly this holiday season. And you can find the registration link to this on the slide as well. And as I mentioned in the previous slide, our very first peer support group session will take place after the new year, pretty soon after the new year, so January 12th, 7 to 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And right now, if you are interested in this and you're thinking about registering, or if you just want to learn some more information first, send me an email. And my email there is megan.dowling@kidney.ca. All right, so we didn't use the full hour, of course, but I wanted to leave lots of time at the end for questions. And before we do get to the questions, I'm just going to remind you all that you will be receiving a follow-up email in the next few days, and this will include the recording for the webinar, as well as a copy of the PowerPoint slides. So all of those links that I talked about, you will have those to refer to. And of course, my contact information. And you'll also receive a short survey asking for feedback about today's webinar. And we just use this feedback to be able to continually improve our webinars. So if you do have a few minutes to do so, please fill that out. And of course, again, my contact information is on this slide. So please do not hesitate to reach out to me at any time. So now we will take a couple of minutes and look at the questions. So if you do have any questions, feel free to type them in the question and answer box. I see one question here about just asking about how often we're going to have webinars. So we are going to aim to have webinars monthly, so at least once a month. They'll range from different kind of topics about, kidney health, some information on transplants, and also things like some more information on peer support as well. And one thing is that we want to make sure that we are giving you what you wish. So any topics that you have that you're interested in or would like to learn more about, definitely, again, feel free to send me an email and let me know of what you guys would like to hear about. And I'll just wait a few more moments here for any questions if you have any. What will be the COVID vaccination program for transplant patients? That's a really good question. I'm actually not 100% sure of what the answer would be for that, but I can definitely try to find out and I will let you know. If you want, you can send me an email. My email's on the slide there, and I can answer that for you. But of course, we would need a directive from a health professional. You could also try contacting public health for this information as well. Thank you for that question. All right, well, I don't see any other questions. But I'll just let you guys know of a couple of reminders just from the presentation. Definitely make sure that you register for our nutrition webinar next week. The registration link is in this presentation, but if it's easier for you, you can always just send me a quick email and I can help you register. You can also give me a call, 902-200-8539, and I can help you register that way. We are going to be putting information about this on our Facebook page very soon. But again, if it's easier for you, feel free to send me an email or give me a call. And again, if you're interested in our patient forum coming up, our virtual peer support group session, send me an email for that and I can give you some more information on the details of that and I can register you. And I'm always here. I am new to the foundation, but of course I'm very excited to be here and excited to connect with you guys more. So don't ever hesitate to reach out. And I just see another question here. Will we get a hard copy of your presentation? You most definitely will. I'm going to send a copy of the presentation in an email with the recording after the webinar. It might take about 48 to 72 hours to be able to get the information for the recording. So in the next little bit, you'll receive an email, and with that recording, I will include a copy of the presentation. So you will have all of the different links. Okay, so if we don't have any other questions, I'll end the presentation here. Another way that you can access the presentation is on our website. Again, that might take a few days to get it up there, but we are going to put a recording of this on our website, just like those national webinars that I mentioned before. All of the recordings on that is on the website. So we will put a recording on this as well, on the website as well, and I can send you the link to that. So I hope everybody has a lovely evening. I'm in PEI. It's pretty cold here this evening. But I think I'm gonna bundle up and go for a walk after this. So I hope you guys all have a great evening and thank you so much for attending today's webinar. Bye guys.